Trump reportedly threw a fork across the room after watching a video featuring himself and Elon Musk. No exaggeration, multiple witnesses at Mar-a-Lago saw it happen. While Trump flew into a rage, Melania calmly scrolled through her phone, unfazed, like it was just another Tuesday. So, what caused this outburst? A brutal parody video from the Lincoln Project, portraying Elon as Trump's mini-me. And it landed hard. The side-by-side edit showed Elon mimicking Trump's gestures, speech quirks, and strange obsessions. Not subtly either. It looked like a tech billionaire doing a full cosplay of a political reality star. And the best part? No voiceovers, no special effects, just raw footage of both men. That's what made it so effective. It didn't have to exaggerate. It simply held up a mirror to how absurd their similarities have become. For Trump, this wasn't just an attack. It was a direct hit to his ego. This is the same man who once sent hand photos to the media to refute jokes about finger size. So, being portrayed as someone easily copied, especially by Musk, who once called him a damp sock puppet, was pure psychological kryptonite. Meanwhile, Elon's flip-flop from critic to fanboy came off as desperate, like a kid begging to sit at the cool table. The video painted him as a follower, eager to win MAGA approval. For Trump, who prides himself on being the original, the idea of being imitated, especially by someone he once dismissed, was infuriating. This wasn't just political trolling. It was strategic psychological warfare. And it worked. The Lincoln Project didn't have to invent anything. They used Trump and Musk's own public behavior to dismantle their image. The effect? Trump completely unraveled. According to witnesses, he screamed at the TV and launched silverware across the room. And Melania didn't even blink. She just kept scrolling like this was nothing new. Imagine trying to enjoy your overpriced steak when a fork sails by because the former president saw a meme. Here's the kicker. Trump's over-the-top reaction only validated the parody. The video showed him as an emotionally fragile man-child, and he responded by acting like one. It was ironic, hilarious, and painfully on-brand. But it didn't end there. After the tantrum, Trump made 5 frantic calls to Musk. All were ignored, straight to voicemail. Think about that. The former president pacing around Mar-a-Lago, desperately dialing, trying to get reassurance from someone who ghosted him. 1 call, normal. 2, a little desperate. 5. That's restraining order territory. It wasn't just about fixing the PR disaster. It was about needing validation. Trump wanted Musk to reaffirm his dominance, his uniqueness. But Elon didn't answer. The silence said it all. And while Trump spiraled, Melania's total indifference told its own story. Her calm wasn't shock. It was routine. Like this wasn't the first time cutlery had become collateral damage in a presidential meltdown. The Lincoln Project video didn't just mock Trump. It exposed how fragile his image of strength really is. It flipped the script, making him look like the copy, not the original. And when that illusion cracked, he responded exactly as predicted, with rage, desperation, and silence from the one ally he thought he could count on. But the best part? What happened next? Still fuming over the Lincoln Project's savage video, Trump kept calling Elon. Again, and again, and again, 5 times in total, each one going straight to voicemail. You just know those messages got angrier with each attempt. First, it's, "Elon, it's me." By the 5th call, probably just heavy breathing and another fork slamming into the wall. This kind of obsessive reaction shows how deeply the video got under Trump's skin. It wasn't just a meme, it hit him at the core. The Lincoln Project didn't make wild accusations or use special effects. They simply placed Elon and Trump side by side, showing how Musk has gradually morphed into Trump's clone, mannerisms, speech patterns, weird obsessions and all. And for Trump, that's humiliation at the highest level. The man thrives on being seen as the original, the alpha, the icon. But when someone implies he's being copied, that he's predictable, that's psychological kryptonite. It's like Dracula seeing his reflection, the illusion shatters. This wasn't a typical hit piece. It was surgical trolling. The Lincoln Project didn't just attack Trump's politics. They mocked his ego, undermined his image, and turned Musk's adoration into something pathetic. And the fallout didn't stop at Mar-a-Lago. Republican insiders started whispering. One GOP senator even said, "This isn't how a leader handles pressure. That's a red flag. When your own party sees silverware throwing as a warning sign, things are slipping fast." Think about it. If a simple parody video sparks this level of emotional breakdown, what happens in an actual crisis? Past presidents handled assassination attempts and international standoffs with composure. Trump? He's launching utensils over YouTube edits. What this whole situation really exposes is Trump's emotional dependence on Elon Musk. Those 5 calls weren't just about PR damage, they were a plea. For reassurance, validation, someone to tell him he's still the biggest, boldest, and most original man in the room. And while Trump stewed in silence, Musk finally decided to respond. In his own bizarre way. At 2 a.m., Musk took to Twitter. Because nothing says stable genius like firing off tweets while the rest of the world sleeps. His first move? A major blunder. Musk confused the Lincoln Project with Lincoln Park, tweeting, "I used to like their music, but now they're just political hacks." Yes, the world's richest man, the supposed tech genius, couldn't even name the group that created the video triggering a national tantrum. Naturally, the internet lost its mind. Memes exploded. Reactions poured in. You'd think the owner of a social platform would, spend 30 seconds checking Google before throwing shade. But apparently, even that was too much effort. And Musk wasn't done. He leaned into his usual weirdness and created a cringe-worthy superhero meme to defend himself and Trump. Something so strange it felt like it was ripped from bad teenage fan fiction. Musk took to Twitter and posted a cringe-worthy, poorly photoshopped image of himself as Iron Man and Trump as Captain America. It looked like something a 7th grader might make after their first Marvel binge. The tweet racked up over 50,000 replies, mostly laughing emojis. It was like the whole internet pointed and laughed at once. As the mockery piled on, Musk went into panic mode. He rolled out Plan C, make the problem disappear. He reportedly ordered engineers at X, formerly Twitter, to suppress any mention of the Lincoln Project. Because nothing screams "I'm totally unbothered" like trying to erase your critics. But instead of burying the story, Musk triggered the classic Streisand effect, where trying to hide something only makes it blow up bigger. People started searching for the Lincoln Project en masse, curious about what Musk was so eager to silence. The result? A massive spike in views and attention. The Lincoln Project gained 200,000 new followers in 24 hours, all thanks to Musk's meltdown. It was like he handed them a megaphone and begged them to make more fun of him and Trump. Growing desperate, Musk made one more attempt to steer the narrative. He created a Twitter poll. Who's more cringe, the Lincoln Project or CNN? His fans were supposed to rally. Instead, 76% of responses picked Elon Musk himself, an option that wasn't even listed. That's like losing a game you invented and blaming the rules. Every move Musk made, the memes, the censorship, the poll, only amplified the very message that set Trump off in the first place. The Lincoln Project's strategy worked perfectly. They knew exactly how to provoke Trump, and Musk unintentionally made sure millions more people saw it. It's like watching someone try to put out a dumpster fire with gasoline, all while claiming to be a fire expert. What could have been a one-day meme turned into a week-long humiliation reel. The lesson? The Lincoln Project didn't need to attack. They just held up a mirror. And both Musk and Trump shattered it with their own hands. Then share this video and hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more presidential tantrums, tech bro meltdowns, and viral disasters coming your way.